Can you get, spell it backwards and drop the S?
Chicken pig! Scared look on my face.
Dynamite! 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 Dynamite!
Hello, my name is Tony Beers, and this is Movie Grades.
And just like the movies, we play out our last scene.
Hey everybody, Tony Beers here, and this is a special episode of Movie Grades, and I got my guest stars,
Stargate Stud.
Madman Mike.
and we're here to review the movie Black Dynamite. We just got done watching. Yeah, this basic story, somebody killed his brother, and he's out to look for revenge, and he's also trying to keep his streets clean of drugs. And Mike, what do you gotta say?
I love this movie.
Yeah?
I thought it was really well done. You know, he was actually going back to the times of the old 70s blaxploitation movies. It was just flat out funny. I was rolling through that whole damn movie because of how fucking funny that damn thing was. I thought it was hilarious.
Uh-huh.
Just the way the storyline was. And just how he acted in that movie. Acted so damn serious in this movie. It was hilarious as fuck. I'm telling you, man, I love it. Michael Jai White, you know what? I loved him as Spawn. I think I like him better as this character.
Oh, yeah.
Of Black Dynamite. I think this is fucking hilarious.
Michael Jai White is perfect in this role. He wrote it too, right? Didn't you say?
Yeah, three people wrote this movie, and even Scott Sanders, the guy who directed it too, wrote some of it too.
You couldn't find anybody more perfect for this role. He already knows his martial arts, and you can clearly tell that he is a fan of this genre of blaxploitation movies. Obviously, a pet project of his. I mean, this is something that you can tell he put his heart into the movie.
Oh yeah, it's not very often that actors do stuff like that, actually write a script that they're comfortable with and stuff like that, and he just hit it out of the ballpark with this movie. I enjoyed this movie. I think it's going to be an instant classic for years to come. I really think it is.
Really?
And I think it's that good of a film, and it's that funny of a film. It's number 2 on my comedy list.
Wow.
Yes, Michael Jai White, you've reached number 2 on my list, because Airplane's my number 1. Airplane will always be my number 1. Reason why I say it moves up to number 2 on my comedy list is because he played it kind of like Airplane, like they take it so damn serious.
Oh,
You just can't help but laugh at the stupid shit that's going on around. That's what I loved about this movie. I thought it was hilarious. At least he actually went back, because a lot of comedy movies don't do that anymore. They only work on the filthiness and the raunchy humor and shit. This movie just had shot it right out of the ballpark. I loved it.
It still had a little bit of that to it, but it wasn't. It's a different kind of humor than you normally see out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm glad you brought up Airplane, because that's basically what this movie is. It's a parody of the blaxploitation movies, just like Airplane was a parody of disaster movies. It's right up there with Naked Gun, which is a parody of the cop movies, or Spaceballs, which is a parody of science fiction, Star Wars type movies.
He did a really good job. I'm really surprised. I hope Michael Jai White makes a number 2. I'd love to see another number 2.
Well, that's one of the things that I was worried about was rewatchability, because me and Madman have already watched it. We had Tony finally watch it.
Yeah.
We saw it a few days ago, and I was worried about the rewatchability, but I could watch this again and again and again. And it's rare for me to say that on a lot of movies, but there are movies that I can love to watch again and again and again. Just like Mike, yeah. I hope they go for Black Dynamite too.
Oh, yeah. And this is to show other parody movies like Disaster Movie or
Dance Flick,
that this is the way parodies should be. They should, like you're saying, the characters should be serious for most of the time. Some movies like blaxploitations in the 70s, they were all serious. They were all trying to be serious, but end up being funny just because they're just the nature of the film. They were actually trying to be funny with this one, which actually worked out well. It kind of reminds me of the Grindhouse movie, Planet Terror and Death Proof, that they were trying to bring that 70s style of filmmaking out in those two movies, which they succeeded, but I think this movie succeeds more. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Oh, I totally agree. Like I said, Michael J. White just really surprised me. I thought it was just going to be another boring parody because of the trailer we saw, but when I saw it in Walmart, I went and bought it. I was like, alright, if it sucks, it sucks. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I brought it over that night, and me and RK were fucking laughing our asses off. Because of how goddamn good the movie was, and because of how stupid the thing was, it was just hilarious. I thought it was funny.
And where they went on each level, I mean, they went into a restaurant and devised the whole plot. M&M's and Mars and yeah, God of War and...
That's one of the best scenes, yeah. How anyone could start with M&M's and then end up with malt liquor is beyond me.
It was funny, especially the scene with him and Richard Nixon.
Yes.
That was fucking funny too. That fight scene was hilarious.
Well, before that,
motherfucker.
Before that, they had to go to Kung Fu Island.
Yeah, Kung Fu. Which, that came out of nowhere too. I mean, it's like I should have known it was whoever the
Dr. Wu.
Dr. Wu. Like, and this is the first time introducing that character into the movie, and it's like, this almost movie seemed like almost like a sequel in that way, because the previous movie probably was Doctor Who was a villain or something like that. And it's like, that's why I like to see a sequel or a prequel, to see some more of these other villains. So the villains are the best, are the craziest villains. And even his sidekicks, and their names were the best. Cream Corn, Bullhorn,
Gunsmoke. That takes a lot to come up with names that fucking funny when you first hear them. Because I heard that Bullhorn was actually supposed to be like Rudy Ray Moore's Dolomite. And with the way he came in and kicked that dude, the dude dropped his gun. He didn't even touch the dude with. That was fucking funny too.
And the cut scene, the guy gets hurt and then cut into a different dude.
See, this is what movies are missing nowadays.
Yeah.
And Michael J. White, I tip my hat off to. Yeah, it was. I actually enjoyed this movie. Not many comedies I do enjoy. I mean, some of them are funny, but this one I tip my hat off to Michael J. White because he actually went back and did it the way comedy should be done nowadays. I loved it. It was fun.
So, any final thoughts?
I swear, you can't rent it because after you rent it, you're going to want to own it.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a classic buy.
I will, though, recommend another movie to anyone who likes this movie, and that would be ICP's
Big Money Hustlers!
ICP's Big Money Hustlers. It is in the same vein of this movie, if only it's done by a couple of white boys, so so it doesn't have that same flavor.
Rudy Ray Moore actually popped up in that movie,
yes, he did.
Yeah, this movie, I'd say about maybe 10, 15 years down the road, maybe, it'd probably get a big cult following. I hope so, because I really enjoyed this movie.
I think this is going to be a big cult classic. Instant.
Like I said, I'm never that excited about movies anymore because most of them suck anyway. But like I said, when they come out in Blu-ray or DVD like this, that makes it well worth watching because they're really good and well written. So
this one was higher than my expectations, which is really wonderful.
It surprised me too. I didn't think it was going to be as good because I have to say sometimes I disagree with these guys on their selections of movies and their taste in movies. But this surprised me. I liked it. So what would your ratings be, Mike?
I give it an A, not an A+, but an A.
I give it a B+.
I'm going to be the lowest one on here and give it just a solid B, only because I liked it, but it wasn't as good as some other movies. Like you mentioned, Airplane was much funnier, I thought, but it is really good. I would recommend it to anybody who likes those type of movies from the 70s.
Like I said, that movie was pretty damn good for what it was.
You jive, Turkey!
That's it from us three honkies here. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See ya.